懐かしいな。ジャンボベリースペシャル。でもこんな小さかったっけな。
そいつは坊主が大人になっちまったからだぜ。
Shoot. Well, now I'm hungry. I might like Frieren. And if my anime list is anything to believe, which it isn't, so do a lot of people. But I always wondered one thing, one unsolved mystery. What flavor is the ice cream in the Jumbo Berry Special? Well, luckily, the anime gave me a hint that the black and white manga never did. It's pink. Pink flavor. So strawberry is probably a safe bet. In addition to wafer cookies and berries, the sundae features some pink ice cream and a red sauce, which is what we're going to make here today. Since I have neither an ice cream maker nor a spell that produces ice cream, I'm going to use the same method from J. Kenji Lopez Alt for churnless frozen custard that I've used before, with some tweaks to add in some cooked strawberry sauce. This time that recipe is from Isabel Lassig. And since we can't make the ice cream before making the sauce, let's get saucy first. 1 pound of frozen strawberries go into a pan with 1/4 cup of granulated sugar and a tablespoon of cornstarch. Toss them around a bit, and as the strawberries thaw, they'll start making their own sauce, kind of like how Meatloaf Crunch makes its own gravy. Is that a joke for anyone other than me? Probably not. Since the sauce in the show is smooth and glossy, we're going to puree the thawed berries prior to putting them back on the stove. Simmer and cook until thick and darker in color. Always find the back of the spoon test to be the best judge. Then we're going to strain the final sauce and cool. 1/2 cup of this is going to go into our ice cream. The rest is for topping. If you watched my SpongeBob Halitosis Sunday episode, you've seen me borrow this method before, but for recap, it starts with 8 egg yolks and a cup of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla if you're using it. Whisked until it forms thick ribbons. In a separate pot, we're going to take our 1/2 cup of reserved strawberry sauce and 1 cup of evaporated milk, or about 8 ounces, and bring to a simmer before tempering into the eggs. Now everyone gets back into the pool. The hot pool. The stovetop. Not actually a pool. Heat until it also coats the back of a spoon, which temperature-wise would be about 180 Fahrenheit. Then, I would normally take this to the fridge to chill, but I noticed my ice cream has an odd pale color, just like my lighting setup in this shot. So I think it's time for some food coloring, and guesswork, because there are 2 more cups of heavy cream that are going to go into this, and I'm not quite sure how much they'll dilute the color. So I'm going to make it darker than I think I need it before chilling it. Once the ice cream base is cool, whip 1 cup of heavy cream until doubled in volume. This gets folded in gently, but enough to remove any white streaks. Once nice and homogeneous-ish, we're going to put them into ice cube trays for a deep freeze. These ice cube trays I had to clean out just for this episode. They were serving for aquafaba storage for like 3 years. And luckily, the mixture sorta, kinda fits into my 2 clean plastic trays. The goal is to freeze these cubes as quickly as possible, so more trays are actually better. And then you're going to freeze everything solid. After laboriously removing the proto-ice cream chunks from your ice cube trays, place them into a food processor with 1 last cup of heavy cream and process until smooth. Then all of this, for the last time, goes back into the freezer And then, once it's firm, you'll have your finished ice cream. For assembly of our Jumbo Berry Special, I want to have that nice domed appearance it had in the picture. So in addition to some ice cream I put in the base, I also shaped some using a spherical measuring cup, after which we're going to dot the perimeter with raspberries and just a couple of blueberries, and a drizzle of the sauce that got way too thick after cooling. Actually had to heat it in the microwave a little bit and dilute it with some water, which is probably why it's melting the ice cream, making adding the smallest strawberry I had a race against time. And lastly, stick in a pair of the wafer cookies, stabbed into the back like an offering to the dead, but instead is an offering to you, the viewer.
The Jumbo Berry Special from Frieren. To be honest, you can even tell the ice cream's a little more melty than I would like. And you can also tell there's a cat butt in the way. Yeah, I tried to make it as small as possible to reflect the feeling in the anime. I think the one in the anime is a little bigger. That or they have really tiny wafer cookies and really tiny strawberries. Yeah, without further ado, let's give it a try. The ice cream is actually nice and smooth. It doesn't taste as strongly as strawberry as I expected. It's kind of muted, and it has a texture that reminds me almost of taffy. It tastes almost like saltwater taffy. Let's actually try it with some of the accoutrement. It's not bad with the berry. The strawberry flavor is too subtle if you don't add a berry. Once the berry's in there, you're like, oh yeah, this is berry. Yeah, no, the sauce is really good too. So the sauce tastes strongly of strawberry, it's just the ice cream that's not. And actually, see how it goes with one of the wafer cookies. Nothing like that artificial strawberry with the actual strawberry. Really gets you going. Yeah, these wafer cookies, they're not my favorite. They've always tasted a little bit like paper to me. Cat. Yeah, not bad. I like it well enough, but then again, I like ice cream. And I'm not even a big fan of fruit-flavored ice creams. And I'm actually going to stop eating this because it's only like 8 a.m. and that's way too early to be eating ice cream. But I hope you enjoyed this journey into the iconic dessert from Frieren. If you have anything you'd like to see me make from Frieren or any other anime really, let me know in the comments down below. And thank you very much for watching. You know, Cinder, you're the reason I don't do live action footage anymore with voiceover. You know that, right?